It was a calm morning at Pennington Flash, a beautiful lake in the countryside of Lancashire. The air was fresh and cool, filled with the smell of damp grass and trees from the nearby woods. Pennington Flash wasn't just any lake. It was a special place, full of life. The Flash was formed many years ago, when the land sank after coal mining in the area. Over time, the lake grew, becoming a peaceful home for many kinds of animals. Birds fly across the sky, and ducks swim quietly in the water. Around the lake, tall grasses and reeds sway in the breeze, providing shelter for small creatures. Behind the lake, there are forests and meadows filled with flowers and the songs of birds. Long ago, this area was just a patch of low land, but when the ground shifted, nature took over and turned it into something amazing. Now, Pennington Flash is a place where both animals and people come to find peace. But for the animals, this isn't just a pretty place, it's their home, where they live, face challenges, and find their way in the world. The beautiful nature reserve in Greater Manchester has hides which are small shelters that allow visitors to observe birds. Recognizing the importance of this natural gem, Wigan Council manages this reserve, and in partnership with local wildlife groups and conservationists, they set out to revitalize the hides. The new hides were built with environmentally friendly materials. In addition, the hides were designed with improved viewing slots, allowing photographers and birdwatchers to capture or observe rare species in their natural habitat. The new hides now serve as a bridge between people and nature to appreciate the natural beauty of the Flash, while learning about the importance of conserving such spaces. The council has placed these hides strategically throughout the reserve so that people can observe the wildlife without causing any disturbance. Horrocks Hide was the very first hide at the Flash, built in the year 1981, and it is still a popular place to see the mute swans that are tagged by the council in and around. At Pennington Flash, the mute swans are a striking presence, gliding gracefully across the water with their long, curved necks and white feathers gleaming in the sunlight. Though peaceful in appearance, these swans are fiercely territorial, especially during the breeding season. They build large nests along the water's edge, guarding their cygnets with great care. Mute swans coexist with other birds like ducks and geese, but they don't hesitate to chase away any that come too close to their territory. With powerful wings and a strong, commanding presence, they dominate the lake, asserting control over their space. Their diet depends on aquatic plants, dipping their long necks to forage beneath the surface, maintaining a delicate balance in the vibrant ecosystem of Pennington Flash. At the Bunting Hide in Pennington Flash, visitors can spot a variety of small bird species, including the striking bullfinch. Bullfinches are easily recognized by their vibrant red-orange chests and black heads. They are often seen feeding on seeds, their thick bills perfectly adapted to crack open tough seeds. Bunting Hide offers close, tranquil encounters with vibrant wildlife to the enthusiasts. Blue tits and great tits, with their vivid yellow and blue plumage, flip energetically around the feeders, while robins, with their bright red breasts, hop nearby. Grey squirrels are also common, often cheekily, stealing seeds from the bird feeders. They act as clever opportunists, bridging the gap between birds and food by skillfully raiding feeders. As water levels in the Flash change, birds often gather near the entrance for food and safety from predators, creating some tension among them. This behavior is called resource aggregation, where animals gather in areas with abundant resources, leading to competition and social interactions. Before we get into the major occupants of the Flash, the Canada geese, let's look at cormorants and northern lapwings, which are often seen near the lapwing hide. Cormorants can often be seen holding their wings outstretched to create shade, reducing water glare, making it easier to spot and catch fish or prey. The lapwings, similar to the sandpipers, play a key role in maintaining the wetland ecosystem by feeding on insects, larvae and invertebrates, helping the balance of biodiversity. As we shift our gaze to the open water, we see ducks and coots, smaller but equally important inhabitants of Pennington Flash. Ducks are everywhere, dabbling in the shallows, searching for food and resting on the banks. They are calm and adaptable, and they live well alongside most other birds. The coots, however, are more spirited, known for their aggressive nature despite their small size, often diving beneath the surface to escape conflict. Then there are the Canada geese, one of the most recognizable and prominent birds at Pennington Flash, often seen as giants among the waterfowl community due to their size and strong presence. These large birds, with their black heads and necks, are social creatures that play a significant role. Canada geese are grazers, feeding mainly on grasses, aquatic plants, and sometimes agricultural crops. Their grazing helps maintain the balance of plant life around the water bodies, preventing overgrowth of certain plants and promoting diversity in the flora. At Pennington Flash, Canada geese display strong territorial behavior, especially when protecting their young. They aggressively chase away other birds, using honks and wing flapping to defend their space. Predatory birds, like buzzards or peregrine falcons, soar overhead to create tension among the waterbirds. In response, ducks, coots, and geese gather tightly in the shallows for safety. Their collective movement creates a dense, nervous flock, where they rely on numbers to reduce risk and increase vigilance against potential attacks. Wigan Council helps to support these populations by providing nuts and seeds at feeding stations around the reserve. Indeed, spring is the breeding season of the birds. The food provided by the people to the birds is also being distributed by the Wigan Council rangers. When visitors feed birds with unsuitable food, it can negatively impact their health and the ecosystem. Excess food waste also encourages the growth of harmful algae in the water, affecting water quality and allergy. Overfeeding can make birds reliant on human handouts, disrupting their natural foraging behaviors. Aggression between birds can be especially seen amongst the geese. Within their own groups, Canada geese can become highly aggressive with their mates. During the breeding season, when food is scarce or highly desirable, geese will honk loudly, spread their wings, and chase one another away from prime feeding spots. These confrontations can be quite dramatic, with honking, flapping, and even physical shoving. Fights between geese may result in a weaker or younger individuals being pushed out of the best feeding areas, highlighting their stratified social structure. In the end, Pennington Flash reflects the complex balance of nature, where each bird species plays its part in the dynamic ecosystem, despite the occasional conflicts. Whether it's the territorial aggression of Canada geese, the protective instincts of mute swans, or the competition for food among ducks and coots, these birds find a way to coexist. Their interactions, both tense and harmonious, highlight the adaptability of wildlife in a shared environment. Ultimately, Pennington Flash teaches us that, even in moments of conflict, nature has an inherent way of resolving tensions and maintaining balance, ensuring that every species thrives in its own space.